Kyle Weems has tons of basketball experience. Weems played here at Missouri State for 4 years and then traveled overseas and played professionally at Turkey. Now Weems comes back, hoping to share that experience with the future of basketball here in Springfield. Now Jones hopes to recruit 10 players for the fall season, while Drury builds a facility the team can use for practices and matches. Reporting for Ozarks News Brief, I'm Bryce Derrickson. An Arkansas casino opened up their doors for the first time in 5 months after voters passed Issue 4, legalizing commercial gambling and bringing in new revenue to the city. Star returns home as the St. Louis Cardinals have parked Luke Voigt here at Springfield, while Memphis is out west. Now Voigt is no stranger to Springfield as he played 4 years at Missouri State and all of 2016 in Springfield. Kyle Weems has tons of basketball experience. Weems played here at Missouri State for 4 years and then traveled overseas and played professionally at Turkey. Now Weems comes back, hoping to share that experience with the future of basketball here in Springfield.
A youth camp and kind of instill in some of these young kids and that work ethic.
For the 6th straight year, Weems has run his basketball camp, but the former Bear is not alone. Helping him are MSU players Obadiah Church and Abdul Fofana, who want to pass on their love of the game.
Oh, yeah. I think they got to love it, because if you don't love it, you can't go further.
Fofana has followed his love for the game from West Africa to Springfield. Now he hopes he can take his love for the game to the next level, either in the NBA or overseas.
I think he made a great choice, and obviously he worked hard for it. And that's one of the things the choice he made. The choice he made was really good at first. So I think I can get a lot from that.
Weems is playing his 7th year of pro ball overseas, 2 years in Germany, 2 in France, and now his 3rd in Turkey. Just this week, Weems signed a new deal, which was announced during camp.
I signed about between 8 to 10 days ago, and then I believe they released it today. My eye wash was going off pretty heavy in the middle of ball handling today.
Weems' new deal won't have him moving too far, only a 2-hour car ride from Istanbul to Bursa. Though things are different, with the 2-year-old son, taking care of the family is the top priority.
And that's why I put the blood, sweat, and tears in, is to be able to provide for my family as well as just be ready when my number's called so I can provide.
In Springfield, Missouri, I'm Bryce Derrickson, Colorton Sports, Ozarks First. That's right, I spoke with a resident and city council member from North Springfield where this is happening to learn about what problems these properties cause and what the city plans to do to combat it. Charles Elkins lives in North Springfield, across from what he calls a dangerous home.
We've had a lot of trouble with transients over there. People going over there to spend the night, stealing copper wire out of it, you know.
There were more than 700 properties considered to be dangerous buildings in 2018. Not only are these properties a problem in Springfield, but so are nuisance properties, ones with trash, graffiti, and more.
Got mattresses and sofas, and they don't have garbage collection, so they're filling their garage up with trash bags of garbage.
Now the Springfield City Council is looking at new ways to clean up these properties. Springfield Councilwoman Phyllis Ferguson represents Zone 1. She introduced the Neighborhood Nuisance and Dangerous Building Code Enforcement to fix this problem.
If we're able to abate sooner and folks see that we are serious about cleaning up the neighborhoods, they'll be less likely, we believe, to allow their property to get into a condition that it becomes a nuisance.
The City Council is slowly planning to increase the budget for cleanup through 2020, which will allow them to add staff members to monitor and clean up tall grass and trash. Now Ferguson says the bill could come to the City Council in 4 to 6 weeks, though that could change depending on how much work the bill will need. Reporting live for Ozarks News Brief, I'm Bryce Derrickson.
And now, sports on Color 10 News.
The Missouri State Bears will wrap up the regular season tomorrow afternoon against Southern Illinois, and another win could be big in terms of the Valley Tournament. In our Bear Nation report, Missouri State will not only be looking for revenge against the Salukis, but it's also Senior Day. Missouri State lost to Southern Illinois on a buzzer beater in Carbondale, and Coach Dana Ford has a group of 5 seniors who will be playing what could be their last games at JQH Arena on Saturday. Keandre Cook, Tulio Da Silva, Ross Owens, Kabir Muhammad, and Lamont West make up that senior class. On Ford's Coaches Show, he said all 5 will start and talked about their importance to the team, including grad transfer Lamont West.
Yeah, very talented player, and still probably has a lot left, to give in this year, because there's still a lot to play for. And we know how good Tulio has been in his 2 years here, newcomer of the year, all conference. And Keandre Cook was also third team all conference last year. And then Ross and Kabir have always played their role, and now those guys hopefully get to go out with the win.
Here are the standings ahead of tomorrow's final day of MVC play. Top 6 straight to the quarterfinals. The Bears are in the mix for a top 6 finish. First things first, though, need a win against Southern Illinois. A loss guarantees a Thursday start in St. Louis, but a Bears win and Valpo loss to Indiana State makes it interesting. That would give them both 99 finishes. And with a split on the season, net rankings come into play. If you check out those numbers, MSU tops at 130. To make it easier, a Bears win and a Valpo's loss should grant a quarterfinal berth. Despite a perfect record and an absolute domination in GLVC play, the Drury Lady Panthers are also battling as the regular season final approaches. With their eyes set on more games at the O after senior day, the Lady Panthers won their 53rd straight home game last night against William Jewell. They will host senior day on Saturday, trying to cap off a perfect 29-0 regular season. Drury ranked number 1 in the regional rankings, but it's a tight race with the Lady Panthers and Ashland. Despite the Lady Panthers being undefeated on the season, they are still finding gaps in the game. And Molly Miller wants to clean that up as March basketball is on the horizon.
I think you can always improve. It's like you want to get better every game, and you're not just going through the motions in practice. There's intentionality in what you do. So I would like to see us be a little bit more fluid on offense from one thing to the next, whether it's your transition into your half-court game. And then defensively, we're always working on getting better and looking at game film and see where we can improve.
Walnut Grove and Climax Springs going to battle in the Class 1 District 7 Championship. All Lady Tigers here, Lauren Johnson, 3-ball corner pocket to increase the lead. Then on the opposite side, it's Michaela McVeigh answering with her own corner 3. But the Lady Tigers also are going to work inside. Faith Gilkey, through a group of Lady Cougars defenders, gets the layup to drop. Defending state champs claim the District 7 title, 67-27. The Climax Spring boys are going for a title also with a win over Fairplay. First quarter, Mark Henderson with a hesitation and then drives to the cup, jump stop and gets the 2. Cougars out in front. Down 2 now, Jesse McCartney gets the O-board and powers it back up. That ties the ball game. Fairplay choosing the downtown route. Adrian Hartshorn from the top of the key drills it. Teams found their stride late. Fairplay wins it 52-39. The St. Louis Cardinals and Kansas City Royals are back for more spring training. The Birds, not the greatest of spring training so far, but the good news, opening day is less than a month away. The Cards taking on the Mets today. Waino on the mound. He takes the mound with a 1-0 lead thanks to Paul Goldschmidt. He blasts a solo shot to right, where a dad Zuna barrel rolled to protect his kid, and that helps, gives the Bird a 1-0 lead. Wainwright pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned, but did strike out 2 batters, including Tim Tebow. And Tebow's day would just get a lot worse. Mets going for out 27. It's over Tebow's way, but sniper alert. Tebow takes the tumble, his shoelace gets in the way, and the ball hits the deck. It wouldn't matter, though. Cards dropped this one 3-2. Royals lost as well. With your Ozarks First Sports Report, I'm Bryce Derrickson.